welcome to the premiere of Beyond the System, A Journey Through Foster Care. I am so grateful to see you all here. It has been a journey. It has been a journey. I think I've been talking about trying to do Up Them for about the last 15 years now, a book or something. So I am so grateful that you guys did not find it robbery for you guys to take the time out today to be here. I want to have my team come down. Miss Tiffany in the back, Angie, Steven, just so that way you guys can see that we were a small team, but we were a mighty team. Y'all hear me? So it's not about, sometimes about the size of the team, as much as it is the people that believe in you and have the faith of a mustard seed that they can be able to see this come to fruition. You hear me? So y'all gotta make sure y'all lock arms with people that believe in you.
And I remember my mother, like they took her out. She was in the ambulance, like the police had came, the ambulance. She had been escorted out the house in the ambulance, and I remember us all screaming and hollering and crying. And to me, I was like, okay, are we about to go to the hospital with our mom? And no, I didn't see my brother and them again. I think I was probably about 5. I was going on 6 when I seen him again.
I thought it was very inspiring, also emotional to hear some of the stories, that was told into the documentary. I definitely know that it needs overhaul and change. And I think this is a great spot to start the conversation and then move forward to do something. I'm looking to the next episode and the whole series all together. But it was a great job. I enjoyed it.
That's the reason why I wanted a diverse conversation to happen, because foster care is not all bad for everybody. That's right. And it is very beneficial, and I feel like if we can start to hone in more on that side of it and really maybe even educate foster parents, because that's really what my whole goal is to try to educate foster parents and caseworkers.
Because I had a family who loved me, you know what I'm saying? Like I really felt love, so I was really good at foster care. I just came from a really terrible situation, so I really wanted to point that out, that there are some good.
My name is Shonda Winston, and had no idea what I was going to be watching, but I definitely enjoyed it. It touched me in a bunch of different ways. I know people who've been through stuff, people in my life and other things going on. Shondell did a great job letting us know and telling us about her story. The other folks were wonderful, and I'm just happy I'm here. I love her completely. I can't imagine even going through that. I was raised by both of my parents, and life was good for me, and I just pray for everybody who has that same journey.
I hope when people see this, they want to do something. We don't just want to entertain you or to educate you, we want to activate you. And so we hope that you do something, because we do need more good foster moms. We want more mothers and fathers to be foster families. So again, we don't just want to educate you or entertain you, but we want to activate you with this documentary.
I love that. I love that word, Angie.
Thank you, one, for your transparency, because a lot of people in here might not understand the real courage it takes to tell your story. And you saved somebody's life today just by showing it. God uses you as a vessel.
We have a lot of children in foster care that's in our schools, and understanding how they're living can help us understand how to serve them.
Shondell, you have to do something, and it has to be on a bigger, because I'm like on Facebook, or like I'm running around telling everybody like the system is broken. Everybody looking at me like, so this was my goal.
So my mom would have a friend that I guess they knew caseworkers was coming, because of course we have a caseworker to come out, and I do remember that they would always come out for me. So I'm like, okay, so I'm the only one. Of course, I was living with my aunt. So it took me a while, because I didn't understand, like, why does this lady keep coming out here for me? And every time she comes, I'm the one coming to live with my mom. Everybody else going about their business, So as a child, that wasn't really explained to me. So I'm growing up now, I'm like, okay, so they were coming out, to check on things. And when they came out one time, we didn't have food. Mm-hmm. And that time stood out to me the most, because my mom's friend would come over every day and try to make sure we had stuff. But this time she just wasn't fast enough. And the lady come in there, and she's just like looking at cabinets, refrigerator, and I could just remember everybody screaming like, I'm going to the store right now. Her mama be right back. They'll be right back. We had seen my mama all day. We had seen my mama, ain't heard from her, hadn't ate, and we put some food in here right now. My lady wasn't going for it. Let's go. They got to go.
I'm Tiffany Countryman. I had the privilege of being the creative director on this project and working with Shondell. It's amazing. My profession is storytelling. I'm a playwright. I've written and produced my own personal shows. I now work at the Human Race Theater Company. She has actually been talking about this documentary for I'll give it about 3 or 4 years. And then last year, she got real serious on my line. I was like, I have to help you tell this story because I knew how powerful it was. And I've also worked with her on the community side of the Mustard Seed, so I've known what she's done. And when we were sitting there listening to their stories, our mouths were literally open, like, what? Wow. This is just the tip of the iceberg. For me, it was the power of the story. It was knowing that the story is what changes us, is what touches us. And to hear these real stories was important for me. So that's why I decided to work on this project.
She looks brave now and strong now, but Sister Shondell has faith.
Amen. Come on.
And that's what pushed her through, because there was a lot of times where I could see it on her. It was so heavy, right? But she pushed through. And I love her for that. Thank you.
The movie was a very touching experience. It goes over a lot about the system and it's very touching. I enjoy it a lot. It made me a little emotional. It was a good movie.
More people in the community who want to do it for the right reasons. The people that are doing it for the wrong reason will continue to do it because we're silent. That's good. No longer silent.
It is hard to identify kids that are being abused within the system, because, especially if they've come from trauma. So you don't know which trauma is which. And if they're coming from trauma, a lot of times that's their norm. So they don't even know sometimes that they're being abused within the foster care system. For them, it's normal. This is how I was treated at home, so this is how I'm being treated here. I was in trouble for doing this at home, and I'm in trouble for doing this here. So a lot of times it's hard to identify that. And working with kids, sometimes you have to take what they say with a grain of salt. I can't 100% believe everything that they say, which is hard because you want to, but because they're coming from traumatic experiences and because now the system feels that they're placing them in a safe home, you don't know if they're taking what they've been through and putting it on the foster family, or if what they're saying is absolutely true. So it does take a good amount of time for that to be believed, which is sad. But it's kind of like putting the pieces together.
In terms of advocacy, can you talk a little bit about some of the things you have done and some of the things that you would like to do to change policy, to change some of the things, to make sure we're not repeating these cycles? And before I give you the mic, just want to end it with this. You know, we all are going through something. And as I look around, this is our community. We may not always get it right. And that's why we need to pull each other aside, not put people on blast in public. We need to pull each other aside and correct some of the things they're doing. Because you don't know what somebody is going through. And that person may be at their breaking point. So we must continue to love on each other. We must continue to encourage each other. And most importantly, we must continue to support each other. Because we are all we have.
Because that's what this film is all about. I don't want the project to fall on deaf ears, right? And I really do want to be able to, for me, it's been like I've been in the trenches, so I've been working, you know what I mean? And so now I have to take myself and say, okay, Shondell, on a bigger platform, how do you get your elected officials to listen to you? How do you get them to sit down and listen to you? How do you stop this human trafficking cycle with the foster care system? Because let's be honest, the foster care system is our greatest human trafficking division. You've heard therapists on here say, hey, I would like to listen to the kids. However, they came from trauma, so it's really hard for me to believe them. And that's the problem. It's the reason why we continue to have repeated offenses against kids. Believe me the first time. Yes. Believe me, I'm a kid. Yes. So I don't just magically make up lies out of the blue. That is my goal, is to show this film. I want to do a college tour. Yes. So if anybody know of any colleges that y'all can help me get into with social workers, you know, students that would, you know, those that are coming into the political system, those who are working in the judicial system, police officers, healthcare, social workers, like everyone needs to see what it looks like when you have a child sitting in front of you that is in the system. We need to be able to have these conversations at the political level so that way we can start to have some reform change. And I would love to work with you if you're open to that. I am. Ain't that good?
When we have this particular type of a platform or this channel to get information to the public, right? One of the things that I think is missing from our community here in Dayton, but all over for Black and brown people, is the arts, right? There has been so much red tape and restrictions in getting arts programs that will develop the students, because they need a release and an outlet, right? We're here to be educated about this particular system, but it was through the channel of entertainment. So there's music there, there's pictures, and there's a way for you to get into the minds of the people telling the stories. That is the thing that I'm most passionate about. People know me as an entertainer. I say that's my Clark Kent. My ministry is for young people and for community and families. So a way that we can advocate for the system, and even in our schools, is to get the arts and to come together with resources. This is a channel of the arts. There are students right now who have behavioral issues or in the foster care system that might be able to sit down and edit a film, or do lights, or run the sound for a production, or get on stage and blow you away. So I think advocating for the arts as a channel to bring reform to our community is one of the biggest things that we can produce as a collective of people who have the power to influence.
But you see a bond here, Lord, that cannot be broken. We pray against any attacks of the enemy that has attacked each and every person in this room, Lord, that we are still victorious. We know that you fight this fight for us, Lord, and we want to be able to forgive the people that have attacked us, because we know it's not them but the enemy inside of them. We want to think beyond our flesh and know that this is a spiritual fight that we cannot win by ourselves. So all of this victory that you have brought together in this room gives us hope that it is able to overcome these situations that we've dealt with in our lives. Let this not be the end. Let this be a seed, that mustard seed planted into the earth that blossoms and drops down other seeds, so that we create trees and villages and forests of hope, of love, of greatness, of entrepreneurship, of ownership, that we take over these neighborhoods, not just Dayton, but this world.
7 hours driving on the highway, far away, far away, far away. Every moment I was spending on regrets was such a waste, such a waste, such a waste. Looking on the city lights, flashing bright in my eyes. Look up to the sky and I got this relief inside, and there's no need to hide. I'm going all the way up, I'm going all the way up, I'm letting go in my heart, of everything that I.
Thank you everyone, first of all, for being here. Just those who came down to the theater, even if you was not able to make it down here, it means so much to me that you're here. Today is like a weight has been lifted off of me, and I can't really even fathom the words to say how free I feel. Like, me watching that film, it was kind of like my first time watching it really all the way through. And so to hear the voices of others and to have my team with me. Like the weight is just like, now I can like fly, I feel like, because I've been feeling like I was just have like my feet in the sand for so long. And I felt like these stories, like they was just weighing me down. So I'm so grateful. I am so grateful for you guys being here. I want you guys to eat, and eat. I'm not taking none of that with me. Please get you guys some cupcakes. To my A-team, to my brother Carl, to Stan, to Bax, to Jesse, to Al, to the bartenders, Kim, our bar, like she the one who turned up, like she got all the, like that's my girl, Shay, like all of my bartenders. I love y'all so much. Y'all are so good to me, and I just love being here. To the regulars in here, y'all know I'm in here all the time. I love y'all. I truly, truly, truly love this territory. I'm talking about truly love this territory. It is so good to so many of us. We don't really get to do this like in a bar, a club, like really. But this club is so invested in our community that I just adore. I adore y'all. So thank y'all so much for allowing me to have this moment. Again, thank you to Thomas, who edited the film. I'm talking about, we gave this brother hell. He was like, hey, I got y'all though. Thank you to Angie. Thank you to Miss Tamiko Troutman over there. Baby, you in 937. Like, I think they need to get a picture or something of you in 937, because I'm like, she here. Don Martin is here. Like, I mean, I'm just like, wow. So I thank y'all so much for being here. We want y'all to party today. This is a celebration. I mean, when I tell you, like, I'm light. Like, I literally feel like I could take off right now. I want you guys to come up here and take pictures at the banner. Please capture this moment and continue to just be, like, this is a call to action. As Angie said earlier, I don't want you guys to just walk away from this film and be like, oh, okay, that was great. I want you guys to put action to what you've seen today. So in any role, whether you're an educator, whether you're a counselor, no matter what you do, you can do something to help a child in foster care. You know, we see it and we turn the other head and we turn the other cheek. We act like we don't see it, but we see it. And this film will be national. I mean, it's national. It's going to be national. I am going to continue to keep doing interviews. So again, when I start posting about my production, please, if you've been in foster care, you know anyone who's in foster care, you have any ties, counseling or whatever, please reach out to me because we're about to go back into production. This is an 8-part series. So what you've seen today was just the tip of an iceberg. But this is about to go, this is national. I love y'all, I love y'all, and I love y'all. And I love y'all, and I love y'all, and I love y'all.